Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO, and of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. George, how are you doing today?
Good. I'm doing very well.
Perfect. First off, we'd like to thank you for your time. I know you're very, very busy. So to start things off, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like yourself. Can you help us out here, George? Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe let's start off with, what is your role in the business?
My name is 𝗔𝗰𝗶𝗹𝗶, and I'm the team leader for a 𝗙𝗷𝗰𝗶𝗹 office in Annapolis, Maryland. And I've been doing real estate for about 16 years, and I've sold about $300 million in homes in my lifetime.
Wow, that's a lot of experience under your belt. In that span of time, did you have experience working with other remote team members before Cyberbacker?
Yeah, when I first got started, I used some remote assistance from my daughter, actually, back in the mid-2000s for some of my admin type of work. So that's how I got used to having somebody remotely do activity for me.
Okay, so you did have experience then. But right now with Cyberbacker, how is your experience going so far working with your Cyberbacker, 𝗙𝗧
𝗙𝗧 has done a phenomenal job in being able to set up appointments for me, both from an experience level standpoint and also from some of the rookie standpoint. She does the jobs that I need her to do, and she does them extremely well and extremely quickly.
That's very good to hear. How long have you been working with 𝗙𝗧, by the way?
I believe we got started right around the beginning part of September. So her experience level has picked up, and I gave her things to start her off slowly so she'd have successes, and the more I gave her, the more success she has. So that's been outstanding for me.
Awesome. It's exciting news. Now, in this type of a partnership, this virtual partnership that you have with your Cyberbacker, what makes it work? What makes it a successful partnership?
Well, I only have X amount of hours in a day to get things done. And if I had to also make all the amount of phone calls that 𝗙𝗧 makes for me, I would not have enough time in a day to get everything done. So from my standpoint, the investment I make with Cyberbacker through 𝗙𝗧 has proved to be tremendously helpful.
Of course. Imagine having someone to back you up with, especially with the phone calls. That really takes a lot of your plate, right? Now, talking about time, how much time has she saved you ever since you started working with you in the team?
I would say on average about 2 to 3 hours a day. That's how much time it saves me, because then I don't have to I still have to pick up the phone and make numerous phone calls, but I don't have to make 60 to 80 phone calls that she's doing on a daily basis for me.
Yes, imagine someone to set up these appointments for you. Aside from setting up appointments, of course, what are the other things or the other tasks that she's currently doing for you in the team?
She has just in the last 30 days started to use my command market center to make sure that all the appointments I've had, I send her copies of all the notes from each of the appointments I have. She gets that updated for me, and it keeps me up to date with the system. And that way, when I pull up, when I go to revisit an agent that I've talked to in the past, the notes are already there, and she's already updated that for me, which is a big, big plus.
All right. Now, you've been with her only for a few months. What I'd like to know more of is, of course, it's going to be a new year, 2022. What are some of the new things that you're considering to have her do in the future for the business?
Well, the new things are beginning to be, I guess, as we get more experienced agents in the mix, we need to get more appointments set up with these folks so that they understand the benefit of working with 𝗙𝗷𝗰𝗋𝗋, especially from a standpoint of expansion for agents who are looking to expand past the current market they may be in. So that'll be something new that we'll chat with people about to see if indeed that brings any interest in them with KW at that point.
So much more things for her to do, of course. more ways for her to help. Now, the next question I have is a bit difficult. What have been some of the challenges, or let's call them opportunities for growth that you've had working with Cyberbacker?
Opportunities for growth will be just to make sure we keep my appointment schedule packed with 12 to 14 appointments a week, because we're still seeing about a 20 to 25% no show with some of the appointments. And my job is to make sure I confirm the appointment, to let folks know. And I think as Donnie and I work closer together, she'll give me more notes on the appointment setup, so that way I can be fully prepared when I actually make that call. So I think as we continue to go forward, we're making the improvements to make me look good. That's what she does. She makes me look good.
All right. Now, one last question. There are a lot of business owners listening to us right now. What advice would you be able to give them when they're hiring their Cyberbacker?
Well, you could hire somebody local and you'd have to pay maybe 4 to 5 times more a month than what you're currently paying a Cyberbacker to do for you. And you just need to make sure that if you do hire a Cyberbacker, that you feel confident that the person you're going to deal with has the opportunity to be successful. Because one thing I've discovered is that they will work very hard. And I know Donnie has done a phenomenal job in working extremely hard to accomplish everything I need to accomplish.
Of course. Now, one last thing. I know that Donnie's listening to us right now. Would you want to give her a quick message or any shout outs that you have?
Well, I think the goal for the 2022 time period is to hire close to 50 to 60 new agents this coming year. And that means that we're going to be needing to hire between 5 to 8 people a month. And we just need to make sure that we keep the appointments up and running and that we make that happen. And we'll keep the notes going. We'll get the smart plans going, and we'll make it all happen. It's going to be a teamwork. And I look forward to working with Donnie as part of the team.
We are very excited to see where this partnership would be in the next few months. And of course, this upcoming 2022. George, thank you very much for being on the show today. Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.